Welcome to the Talkin Vols Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. MarShawn Lloyd, South Carolina running back, has entered his name into the transfer portal. This is another one of those I see a lot of you guys were talking about on Facebook. You were talking about it on Twitter. Wasn't sure if Tennessee would kick the tires here or not, if there would be any actual interest in MarShawn Lloyd. But according to Austin Price over at VAWLS, he said he thinks that Tennessee will at least make a phone call. And that seems to be the way this thing is playing out. It's the way the transfer portal looks right now. Tennessee having conversations, going to have a few visits coming up over the next few weeks. So we'll see. They are interested in MarShawn Lloyd. Will he end up on Rocky Top? We'll talk about it. As always, do me a favor. Go ahead and smash that like button just below the video. It's quick, it's free, it's easy. It helps the channel. If you are new to the Talkin Vols Network, welcome. We're not experts. We're not insiders. We're not media. We don't try to sell you on that. This is for the fans, by the fans. We are fans just like you. If you enjoy the content, make sure you subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You won't miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. We're going to be live the next 3 Wednesdays, 7 p.m. Eastern time. This week's going to be a fan call-in show. Next week, we're going to be talking about signing day. And the following week, it is game time. We've still got the Orange Bowl coming up. Tennessee versus Clemson at the end of the month. So we'll be talking about that here in a couple of weeks as well. But let's go ahead and jump into it again. South Carolina running back MarShawn Lloyd enters the NCAA transfer portal. This is from 247 Sports. Says South Carolina running back MarShawn Lloyd has entered the portal. Lloyd, just 24 hours before going into the portal, posted a cryptic tweet saying, "Game ain't based on sympathy. Do what's best for you." Now, take that however you want to take it. I don't know what that tweet means, what that comment means. These kids are going to take care of themselves. Sometimes that's an argument when you're talking about opting out of bowl games, when some people think you shouldn't go off to the NFL early. It's a conversation. Who should you take care of? Should you worry about the fans? Should you worry about your teammates? Should you worry about the guys that you call brothers? Or should you worry about yourself? So again, game ain't based on sympathy. Do what's best for you. I don't know what that means. If you do, put it in the comments below. Says on Monday, what apparently was best for him was to seek a change of scenery. 247 Sports' Brad Crawford contributed to this report. Lloyd is an NFL draft eligible as a former 4-star in the class of 2020. Rushed for 573 yards and 9 touchdowns this season on 111 carries, but missed 3 games due to injury. The sophomore managed 169 yards on the ground during their win over Charlotte and another 110 yards against Kentucky, the Gamecocks' first win of the year over a ranked team. Goes on to talk a little bit about the coaching change at South Carolina. Obviously, I don't care anything about that. Maybe that has part to do with this. You know, South Carolina losing their offensive coordinator. I don't know how much of a factor that is in MarShawn Lloyd entering the portal. But when you look at who Tennessee needs to add, we keep looking for defense. And again, reading through the VolQuest chat last night, doesn't sound like there are a whole lot of targets out there that Tennessee is looking at defensively. Now, is that based on who's in the portal? Do they feel confident? Do they feel confident in the defense that they have? You know, and I've talked a lot about the class of 23, the defensive backs coming in. I like the linebackers that are coming in. The defensive line is tremendous, what they've been able to do in the class of 23. But are you going to be able to really rely on true freshmen to come in and impact that defense? Offensively, still tracking down a wide receiver. Made a video earlier today on the tight end from Arkansas that's in the portal. But I think Tennessee needs to add a running back. And some of you like to disagree with me on this. I know you've got Jabari Small, you got Jalen Wright, and you got Dylan Sampson. But there is a reason when Laneith Whitehead went down with the injury that this coaching staff almost kind of went into panic mode. They did something that they don't usually do, and they took a chance on a guy in Lynn J. Dixon. Didn't even make it a couple of weeks as a Tennessee Volunteer before he was out the door. So I think that urgency that they showed when Laneith Whitehead went down shows you that they want another running back. Now, when you look at the class of 23, can you rely on a freshman? You know, we saw Dylan Sampson come in as a true freshman this year and make some plays. You've got Cam Seldon, who's listed as an athlete. I think he wants to play wide receiver, but they're talking about mixing him in at running back. Maybe he comes a running back. Maybe it depends, too, on whether or not they can add a guy like MarShawn Lloyd. You've also got Keith, the recent decommit from Kentucky that ends up committing to Tennessee. I don't know how much he's going to contribute as a freshman. I don't know how much Cam Seldon could contribute as a true freshman. But as of now, you've got 3 scholarship running backs. You'll add a couple of more. I think you need another one. I think you could add a guy like MarShawn Lloyd. He would be able to compete. I don't know that he's going to push for the starting job, but I think he would have an opportunity You look who he is, what he's done. Again, they mentioned there in the article, 4-star prospect in the class of 2020 out of Hyattsville, Maryland. Tennessee was not really active in his recruitment. He did have an offer from Tennessee, 5'9", 212 pounds. So kind of similar to that size of running back that Tennessee utilizes. He was the 5th ranked running back in the class of 2020. You see he showed up at South Carolina 2020, enrolled in January, went through some spring drills, but then he suffered a torn ACL in his left knee on the second day of fall camp and missed the entire freshman year. So you're talking about a guy that's coming in. He played 2021 as a redshirt freshman, played this year as a redshirt sophomore, so he should have 2 years of eligibility left. This is from his bio over at South Carolina's website. 2021 got his first taste of college football after missing the 2020 game. He appeared in all 12 regular season games, working his way back into form. Missed the bowl game with an injury, was the Gamecocks' 4th leading rusher, had 64 carries for 228 yards and a touchdown. Also caught 3 passes out of the backfield for 44 yards. And then you look at what he did this year. Had some pretty impressive numbers again. Banged up once again. So does he have injury issues? Does he have issues, staying healthy? And that's something that we've seen from Jabari Small, and it kind of comes full circle. That's another reason why I think Tennessee needs to add a running back through the transfer portal. Can these guys stay healthy? You need a stable of running backs to make it through the grind of the SEC this year. MarShawn Lloyd had 111 carries, 573 yards, 9 touchdowns, and that's again missing 3 games. But I think he's a guy that you could add into this Tennessee football team through the transfer portal, and he's going to be able to put. I think he could push. I think he could push for an opportunity. The scouting report from 247 Sports, again, this coming out of high school: ideal running back frame, college-ready strength, powerful physical runner, hits the hole quickly, can change direction at a high rate of speed, punishing runner at the second level, quick feet and instinctive runner. Always looking to get downhill, uses stiff arm well, patient yet decisive, does not waste movement, hard to tackle behind the line of scrimmage, an effective pass catcher. Ball security must improve, work on cutback ability, and getting to the edge needs to be more consistent. Thinks he will be an impact player at an elite college program. Day 3 NFL draft pick. Again, that was the scouting report coming out of high school. So you guys know what to do. Hit the comment section. What do you think? MarShawn Lloyd enters the portal. Saw a lot of you guys, again, excited on Twitter, popping up when this name came out into the portal, and then just got the confirmation from Austin Price. And that's what I want to see. Confirmation that Tennessee is at least somewhat interested. And he made the statement, they'll make a phone call and they'll talk to him. They'll see if it's a fit. And that's what this coaching staff, I feel like, outside of Lynn J. Dixon, I feel like they've done a great job in the portal, getting guys that actually fit into the culture, fit into what they're trying to do. And that's a big part of this. You can't just see a 5-star wide receiver in the portal, 5-star running back in the portal and go, oh, give me that guy. I want that guy. Is it a fit? Does he fit into not only the culture, does he fit into what you want to do schematically? So many layers to it, but I feel like this coaching staff has done a great job through 2 seasons utilizing the transfer portal. And something else you got to look at, man. I know the frustrations about the defensive side of the ball. There's going to be a whole nother wave of guys that go into that portal after spring. So I think we need to be patient, kind of go through this grind, and we'll see what our roster looks like going into the fall of 2023. But hit the comment sections. I'd love to hear from you guys, your thoughts on MarShawn Lloyd. And as always, if you haven't hit that thumbs up, go ahead and press it on the way out the door. We would appreciate it. And go check out the official merchandise of the Talkin Vols Network. You can go to bonfire.com/store/Talkin Vols. We appreciate the support as always. Thank you to all the members of the channel. If you're asking, how can I be a part of the fan call-in show on Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern time? You have to be a member of the channel. You can hit the join button down below. Right beside subscribe, there's a little button that says join. If you're on an Apple phone, you got to go to an internet browser to do it. But the more you give, the quicker you get the link. Those that give $10 a month, they're part of Talkin Vols Elite. They will get the link sent to them first, and then we just kind of go down the line, and we try to stay on about 2 hours, get as many people on as we can talking Tennessee football. But you guys, the members, you guys keep the lights on, and we appreciate that support. That is going to do it for this one. This is the Talkin Vols Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.